In this video, we're going to be looking at the newly popular handwriting niche and how you can create these in Adobe Illustrator or any free software that you use. Now, if you haven't been here before, my name is Rory and I run this channel called Mr. Rozza. And before we get into this video, can I just ask you guys to hit that like and subscribe button, as it'd be greatly appreciated and really help support the channel. And if you didn't know already, we recently surpassed that 1,000 subscriber mark. And if you want to have a look at that video where I gave away some free interiors for you guys, I'll leave a link for you up there just to go and watch it. And talking on that topic of giving away interiors, one of the interiors I actually gave away was a handwriting journal interior. So if you would like to, instead of creating it yourself, just go and download it, you can go to my Gumroad store and download it for completely free, as that was the giveaway I gave to all you guys for surpassing that 1,000 subscriber mark. So you don't have to pay a single penny, and if you would like to make a donation towards help building and making this channel a better place, I'll leave that option there for you guys. So yeah, let's just get straight on with the rest of this video. So the handwriting niche, again, like the activity niches, activity KDP niches such as Sudoku, colouring books, dot-to-dot books, all sorts of stuff like that. These are increasingly popular books, and the handwriting niche isn't as such an activity book, it is more a learning book. Now, learning books are obviously doing very well, as there is parents stuck at home having to homeschool their children during these lockdown and quarantine. So handwriting books, especially for a lot younger kids, is very, very useful because obviously they need to improve their handwriting. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the computer now and, well, let's just have a look at some of the bestsellers ranked for some of these books and some ideas for possibly covers and different keywords you can use. So if we're in Amazon now, the first thing you're going to want to do is go over to where it says all departments here on the left and just click the drop down and click on books. And this is a vital point, as it will help get you more accurate keywords and more accurate readings on the bestsellers ranks, etc, etc. So let's just start off by typing in a handwriting journal, and as you can see there is over 50,000 different results. But as you can see, the bestsellers ranked for some of these are very, very high. First one that comes up, 12,883, and we'll just have a quick look inside to see what kind of interior it's got. And from the inside, they've gone with a different style that I've seen to other books, in the fact that they've got sort of like a picture on top. So you can, when you're practicing the handwriting, if you're creating a story, say for example, you can create sort of like a storyboard, as that's what kids enjoy doing, and that's probably why it's got such a high BSR, as it is different to all the others. So if we just go and find that BSR again of 12,883, type it into our Amazon booksellers calculator, 12,883 is getting 303 sales per month and 1 day sales of 20. So that is a very, very good amount, and you can multiply that by 1.5 to get the average of how much they'll be earning royalty wise. So yeah, that is a very, very simple interior and cover to create, and we can just have a look at all of these. 2,052, and this one isn't a Kindle Direct Publishing one, but yeah, we can just keep scrolling down and scrolling, and you can have a look at all of these BSRs and see for yourself how well they're actually doing. And this one here is a bestseller. It's got a bestsellers rank of 4,021, and if we just have a look inside, see what kind of interior it's got, again, it's gone for that sort of storyboard style, but yeah, a very, very simple thing to create, really. I'm sure all you guys would have no problem creating these. Now, we've talked a lot about niching down, and you can niche down in various different ways. So if we typed in unicorn handwriting journal, you can see that there's now 20,000 results, and you can do this for all different sorts of animals to suit different types of people. Like you can create ones for boys, create some for girls, and all sorts of stuff like that. So you can get in all sorts of different departments and make your book more easier to find, and yeah, resulting in more sales. Now, like I said, that handwriting niche is sort of in that kids learning sort of niche, so kids activity. So if we just type in learning book for children and have a look at the bestsellers rank for some of these, if we keep scrolling down, this one here is a bestseller. It is number 12 in books, and if you wanted to get an idea of how well that sells, I'll go over to the BSR calculator in a minute. And this is the perfect thing, because this is a Kindle Direct Publishing book, and this is something that I'm sure they've incorporated all sorts of different learning things to do. So this is a handwriting one itself, and you can see there is many different styles of handwriting books you can create. So this means you can create all sorts of different books, and yeah, so this shows you that it really is popular. And now this has a ridiculous ranking of, I think it was 12, wasn't it? If we try and find it, yeah, bestsellers rank of 12 in books. Now, if we type in 12, I want you guys just to take a minute and have a guess how much this will sell. So, if we just click calculate sales, 29,578 sales per month. Just take that in for a second, okay? I'm just gonna calculate that just for my own satisfaction. So 29,578 times 1.5 equals $44,367 per month. I mean, that really does give you a good idea of how popular this niche is and the opportunity that you guys have to create a really good amount of money. So obviously this person, they spent a lot more time on their interior with all sorts of different colours, and in the end it did pay off. So that's just a very important message I'd like to give you guys, that the more time you spend on creating an interior and the more you put into creating it and perfecting it to the best of your ability, the chances are the more sales you're going to be creating, and the more sales you're going to be creating, the more money. And well, in the future you'll just be thanking yourself, just saying thank you for just spending that time on creating a better interior, because in the end it's going to appeal to more people and make more people want to buy it. And this is, I know this is a bit off topic, but that's a message you can follow in all throughout your life. This could be with YouTube videos. The more time and quality you put into perfecting that video, the more views it will get, and in the end the more subscribers and more of a business you'll create for yourself. So yeah, sometimes it may not always work out, but then you will get this chance. Then you will get that one time when your hard work does pay off, like it did for this person, and they have a book ranked 12 in books. So now let's move on to how you can create one of these handwriting books. Now I'm going to show you a very simple way, and with this simple way, this means you can create lots and lots of different books using this same interior, and then just changing the cover to get into all sorts of different niches that you want. Now, if you would like to see a video on how I do my niche research, so you know how to niche down and all sorts of stuff like that, I'll also leave a link for you guys up there. Just go and check that out after you've watched this video. So the software I'm going to be using is Adobe Illustrator. Now, I've talked a lot about this in the past. You don't have to use Adobe Illustrator. It is expensive, I know it is expensive, but there is many good free ones like Gravit Designer, Canva, Inkscape that you guys can go and use and create these interiors. Really, it's just Adobe Illustrator is one that I use, and yeah, I mean, obviously it is the best one out of all of them, but it's not necessary. So the dimensions for this kind of book is slightly different. Now, with handwriting books, as it goes all the way to the edges, you're going to be wanting to create a book with bleed. Now, if you don't know what that means, it means your lines are going to go all the way to the edge, and then when you come to upload it into Amazon, you're going to pick your size and all like that, and then you're going to pick an option which says bleed. Now, we'll be creating a video in the future on the basics of uploading your cover and changing the description and keywords, etc. But just for now, just know that if you're creating a book where the lines go all the way to the edges, the interior size is going to be 6.125 inches by 9.25. So once you've put in those dimensions, all you're going to want to do is click create. And then it should bring up what looks like a sort of interior size. And then you're going to want to start creating the lines. Now, to create these lines, you're going to want to go down to the fourth slot down, and where it says line segment tool, select that, and just start by holding shift to keep the line straight and drawing across your first line. And then go back to the select tool, and once you've done that, hold alt and drag it just below your desired height. And once you've done that, click Command D and just continue, and you press that until you've got all the way to the bottom. Now, if you see my video on how to create a line interior, it is basically the same process like I said, except what you're going to want to do after every line now is turn it into dotted. Now, to create the dotted line, all you're going to want to do is go to Window in Illustrator. So it might be different in obviously all the different softwares, but I'm just going to be creating this purely for Illustrator. And then go down to where it says stroke here, click that. Obviously, I've already got it selected. I've got to select it again now. And then it's very, very simple. All you've got to do is select the line that you want to change, and where it says down here, dash line, just highlight that and it will change it to a dashed line. And then you can go through every other line and just change it to dashed. Now there's many different styles you can go for. Some people don't use a dashed line, some people use dots instead, but this is the process I would follow to creating the handwriting book. And just go through that, changing every other line to a dashed line until you've reached the bottom. Now I had to remove the bottom line as it was an odd number, so all I've got to do now is select it all and just move it all down so it doesn't look weird at the bottom. And now I like to change my lines from a black to a slightly greyish colour. Basically it's just what I prefer, it's just a bit of preference. Now I would be much happier with that interior. And then obviously I'm not going to go through it now because I've done it a lot in the other videos, so you can just go and check those out. But I've shown you how to then take those into PowerPoint and Keynote, and it's a really, really simple process, just copying and pasting it all. So if you'd like to see that, just look at any of my other videos on how to create these interiors. And yeah, that is basically it for this video. So once again, if you did enjoy, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, as it is greatly appreciated, and I really hope I taught something for you today. And once again, if you would just like to download this interior for free, one that I made especially for you guys, then be sure to go down in the description and click on my Gumroad store and download those 3 free interiors you get there. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next one, guys, and goodbye.